Welcome to In My Mailbox, the mailbox money for December 19th. I'm a little late today because I was flying back from Florida last night. My grandparents live in Florida and I went out to see them. Anyways, this week I got 5 books. 4 of them were for review and 1 was one I got from the library. The first one I got from review was the Kittredge's next book in the Iron Codex series. I had the first book out here because I was actually going to start reading the first book. This is the first book, The Iron Thorn. Haven't read it yet. But I just got the second book, which is The Nightmare Garden in that series, and I'm excited to read it. It was kind of funny because I requested that book through NetGalley, and Random House for some reason doesn't let me get any books through NetGalley from them. But then I also have been on the Edelweiss website and I requested a digital ARC through there and they sent it to me right away. So I don't know, they must have different people doing their requests or something. The second book I got through for review was The Throne and the Blossom for Quirk Books. This one's kind of a little bit of a different book. You see comes in a little box and then, ow, the cat's clawing me. And it's a 2-sided book. It's got Brynden's story, and it's kind of like an accordion book. So like, I'm going to try to show like this. So on this side, when you read it this way, you read Brynden's story. And on this side, you read Evelyn's story. And it's supposed to be it's got some neat pictures in there. It's supposed to be a romance of sorts. I don't know if any of you have read Theodora Goss, who wrote this. She writes kind of haunting, magical realism type fantasy love stories. I read a short story collection of hers called In the Forest of Forgetting, and I really, really liked it. So I'm hoping I'll like this one too. Thorn in the Blossom. And then the next one I received for review was from Macmillan Audio again. It's Sisterhood of Dune by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. I didn't solicit this, they just sent this to me, and I'm not sure if it's something I'd really listen to or not. I read the original Dune books way back, but I don't read a lot of science fiction, so anyways, I know my husband saw it, and he said, oh, I'll listen to that if you don't, so maybe he'll listen to it. But thanks Macmillan for sending it to me. Could be a good listen. And then the next book I got was from Fywell and Friends, anyways, a Macmillan book. This is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and I actually got a copy of this a while ago on NetGalley, and I think I requested this ARC quite a bit ago, so it just took a while to get here. Anyways, I read the NetGalley version, the ebook, a couple days ago on the flight out to Florida, and it's really good. I really liked it. This is book 1 of the Lunar Chronicles, and it's a retelling of Cinderella. But it takes place in a future called New Beijing, where humans and androids are kind of both present, and there's a plague going on that's killing a lot of humans. And Cinder is a mechanic who's a cyborg, and she gets pulled into a whole bunch of politics with the prince and the plague and all this. So it's loosely based on Cinderella, and it actually does a pretty good job of kind of following that storyline, but there's a lot more to the story. So I really liked it. It was very creative and a really good book. The last book I got was from the library, and this was Heart of Steel by Milhan Brooke. This is the second novel in her Iron Seas series. And I read the first book in this series and really, really liked it. This one is about the Lady Corsair, Yasmin. So she was in the first book, but she wasn't the main character. She seemed like an interesting character. It also follows the treasure hunter Archimedes Fox. So we met most of the guys in the first book, but they were kind of in the background, and this is their story, I guess. I have to say that I do not like the covers for these books. They got these funny hunky men on them, and they're good stories, and there is some romance on there, but they aren't like totally romance, and to me that looks like a romance cover. It does not look like a steampunk adventure fantasy thing, but whatever. So that's what I got this week. I can't believe next week is Christmas already. Anyways, so you guys have a great week, and I hope you got a lot of good books, and I will talk to you later. Bye.